There's a key difference in the aesthetic of northern suburbs of Denver and southern suburbs. The environment itself is even different. Hard to believe that a 45-mile distance can make you feel like you're in a completely different state. Well, if you're considering a place like Littleton, Colorado, you're gonna have to get used to that southern Denver aesthetic. But this suburb is still close enough to the city that you're not out on the plains or too far to get anywhere. Let's take a look at why this might be a fantastic option for a place to call home. Let's get into it. So I just mentioned that Littleton, Colorado is close to the center of Denver. That is a huge plus. It's located on the southern edge of the greater Denver area, more towards the western side, and only about a 25-minute drive into the center of the city. So if you're moving to the Denver area for work, it's a fantastic suburb to consider because you're not too far from the center, but you're also not right smack dab in the middle of the city, especially if that's not somewhere you're looking to live. But also being on the far edge of the city, the ability to slip away into the mountains or head south is effortless. If you're looking to head south to a place like Colorado Springs, which is about an hour south on I-25, you can basically dodge all traffic in Denver to get there. And let's be honest, traffic in Denver is a given. It's a natural law at this point. And then if you're wanting to get off into the mountains, most likely you'll be taking I-70 west. Now you can head north into the city to get there, but you can also take 470, which envelops Denver practically on the entire eastern side, but also on the southwestern side as you head up to the Golden area and then take I-70 west. From there, you're in the mountains and you can go anywhere. Now, the only con I'd say about living in the southern half of Denver is for whatever reason will bring you north, perhaps to places like Boulder or even as far as Fort Collins. It's gonna be a drive. It can still be something you plan for spontaneously one day, but anticipate traffic in Denver and then some heading into either Boulder or Fort Collins, depending on the time. So the next thing you need to consider is Littleton and the availability of outdoor activities. Let's start local first. The first place I want to mention is the Carson Nature Center and South Platte Park. This is an 880-acre open space that runs along the South Platte River, which cuts through the entire city of Denver from the south and runs northeast. You can fish in one of the 5 lakes here, or all if you'd really like to, go kayaking in the river itself, or just run or bike along the Mary Carter Greenway Trail. It is a fantastic location that can offer you a break from the suburban/urban life. Also just south of Littleton is the Chatfield State Park, which is a massive park that offers a wide range of activities. There's of course the Chatfield Reservoir for you to take your boat out on for some water skiing or wakeboarding, or just a nice cruise around the lake to spend your Saturday afternoon. There's a beach on the western side, a floating restaurant at the marina, dozens of hiking trails, campsites, and an RC airfield. It's honestly incredible. I'll throw a link below for some more information. But that's just a few places in and near the suburb. Like I mentioned before in the previous section, it's easy to disappear off into the mountains if you're living in Littleton, especially being so close to 470. If you're looking for more outdoor locations, you can drive up towards Golden or take I-70 into the mountains for specific locations for some hiking or camping. The Red Rocks Park and Amphitheater are located about 25 minutes away. Obviously a great spot for hiking, but if you're a frequent concert attendee, well, you probably already know about this place, but if not, it's a widely popular spot. And the list can go on. There are hundreds of spots along the southern side of the Front Range as you're leaving Denver and heading closer to Colorado Springs. Needless to say, if you're an outdoor enthusiast, you're never gonna run out of things to do here. Okay, so location and activities aside, let's take a look at affordability and see Littleton's cost. So at the time of this video, the median price for a single family home in Littleton sits at just over $717,000. And for a townhome or condo, the median price sits at $455,000. So looking at these numbers, Littleton does lean on the more expensive side compared to the median home price in Denver. It's about 12% more expensive for a single family home and around 11% for a townhome or condo. But before we make any conclusions here, let's take a look at price per square foot. So the median price per square foot for a single family home is $269, which means that the estimated size of a property in Littleton is 2,665 square feet. For townhomes and condos, the median price per square foot is $319, which means the median size of properties here are 1,426 square feet. So now compare this to the greater Denver area, and you'll find that Littleton properties are 31% larger for single-family homes and around 17% larger for townhomes or condos. So if you're looking for a single-family home, for example, expect to pay 12% more in price, but you're also getting 31% more home. It's definitely a great choice if the size of your home is an important factor. So in all, Littleton is a terrific place to call home. It's close to Denver, offers great activities for its residents, and doesn't break the bank, especially if you're looking at how much house you get for the price you're paying. But perhaps you're also interested in some northern suburbs too. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the northern half of Denver feels like an entirely different location. Well, if that's the case, check out these videos here. These are two suburbs on the north and northwestern side of Denver. Fantastic options to consider as well. I think you'll like them. This is Life on the Front Range. I'll see you there.